In today's video, we're going to explain why you should stop trying to impress women and instead be impressive. What is up, guys? Swaggy K back with another dating video. And once again, you guys can skip to this timestamp right here. This challenge has begun, so there's still a lot of questions that have been left unanswered, to say the least. So I'm just gonna answer them now. And I think one big question that a lot of people are wondering right now is, why am I wearing a long sleeve shirt? So I was just kicking back watching a football game, and I look outside and all I see on the ground is white stuff. And now, what I mean by white stuff is snow. So usually when it's snowing out, that means it's really cold out. So I don't think that button up plaid shirts are gonna do it this time. I think we're gonna have to bust out the sweater, right? So I mean, it is Christmas time anyway, so maybe I probably should have busted them out anyways to begin with. So yeah, I'm just wearing this cable knit sweater right now. And also another thing that people have been wondering about is, why am I not saying Kyle in my videos, right? Isn't my name Kyle? Well, the truth is, yes, my name is Kyle. But the thing is that I've gotten so used to saying Swaggy K, so it's like, back there, I opened the video with
Swaggy K.
I didn't say Swaggy Kyle. I don't know, Swaggy K just rolls off the tongue better than Swaggy Kyle at this moment. But yes, Kyle is my name. That's why this channel is called Swaggy Kyle. People are wondering, where's the fashion videos at? Aren't you going to be talking about clothing and stuff? And the answer is yes, I will be. But the thing is right now is that I'm going to be getting a huge clothing haul. Because, my homies know I love clothing. I thought it would be a good idea, just start the fashion stuff next year. And let's just focus on building you guys up first. Getting you guys to know the basics. And nothing that's uncomplicated or BS. Just the simple basics on just how to have a good life, and then we can start worrying about the fashion stuff. Because quite frankly, you need to be happy first before you can go out getting women. You know what I'm saying? So the fashion stuff is coming next year. Now on to the video. So you are wanting to know why you should stop trying to impress women. Now in this day and age, it's definitely way different than it was in the 1950s. And the big difference is that nowadays there's social media and there's always the people that are chasing the top, the people that are always chasing the bag and wanting them, people nowadays are willing to do anything, quite frankly, to get the bag. So what you're going to see now is that there's going to be a lot of people sitting in front of Lambos, even though they just rented it 2 hours ago, and they probably still have yet to bring it back to the place that they rented it from, because they're too worried about impressing the HOEs on Instagram. Now, why I said that was probably a lot of you guys. You think that impressing women is the key to everything. Oh my god, I need this job, I need this, I need all this money, I need all these cars, I need all this stuff. A lot of women are gonna make life better. Now listen, I've been there, I've done that. I've had a lot of money in my life, and I've had a lot of women in my life. Overall, those things can be helpful. Those things are, in fact, you guys need that money, to do more things in your life. But overall, it isn't the end-all, be-all. I think the end-all, be-all should be what your purpose is. And quite frankly, a lot of men my age are not, on that purpose, or at least they're not yet. But what they are focused on, though, is getting all these hoes and, turning up every night, chasing superficial things. That's what they're focused on. But they're not focused on chasing their dreams. Opening that business, starting that YouTube channel, going to that one place they always wanted to. They're not focused on the right things. Focused on being like everyone else. I'm going to tell you something about being like everyone else. So you guys know how there is the popular guy. He's in every high school. There's always that one guy that's everyone tries to be like. But the funny thing about why he's so cool, though, is because he's not trying to be like everyone else. It's the opposite. Everyone's trying to be like him. Now, you could take that and be like, well, they're trying to be themselves, too, like he is. But that's not usually the case. They usually are like, oh, I gotta do everything this guy is doing, because this guy is getting all the results. He's the life of the parties.
He's getting all the HOEs.
You're just like all the other ones. Nothing sets you apart. And that exactly, my friends, is why you should never try and be like anyone else, because quite frankly, I'm going to get into a little concept here that I think is really interesting. This is one of the 48 laws, folks. But I believe it's somewhere in there. Unusuality. Now, what is unusuality? So let's take this even deeper. So, life's pretty boring. You wake up, you eat, sleep, go to work, same thing, rinse and repeat. Let's say you eat, sleep, and then go see Metallica live at Gillette Stadium. Metallica live at Gillette Stadium doesn't happen every day. It's unusual. It doesn't happen. Now, this is just an example, but Metallica at Gillette Stadium doesn't happen every day. So, you're going to remember the thing that is unusual. That doesn't happen all the time.
And you know, the funny thing is that it leads back to all these O's.
So, you're sitting down and you're talking to them, and you're like, we just hit like 400,000 sales this year. My channel's got 1,000 subscribers, which is congrats to you, by the way. 1,000 subs, that's a lot of people. That means you're getting money on YouTube now. They're like,
whoa.
This is unusual. Like I said back there, unusuality. Not what you see every day. Now imagine if you had just fit in with everyone. How happy would you truly be? The more you think about it, it's kind of messed up. You lived someone else's life. You didn't live yours. Like, I'm sorry, guys, but this is just a huge concept when it comes to like the self-confidence and like the whole like men influencer movement that like we try and hammer on you guys. You know what I'm saying? Get in that head. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and we also gotta talk about the braggers too, man, because the braggers are the ones that truly fail at everything, and I'm gonna tell you guys why. So braggers, they typically are the people that you'd see post their Benz on their story. I mean, it's a nice car, you know what I'm saying? But then they post that they have a stack of 100s. Now, when I see somebody post a stack of 100s on their story, I immediately think of one thing. What they have is so scarce, they have to let everyone know, oh, look at me, I got all the money. Now, I'm going to show you something. You see this here? This is what I made last week. Now, I'm just saying, but this is just what people do. They think that, they see the Benjamin Franklin on the bill, and they're like, oh my god, everyone's gonna immediately think I'm, the greatest person of all time, because I got all this green stuff. When in all reality, you know what it actually does, though? It comes off as try-hard. In almost all the cases I've seen, it backfires. Because you want to know why? It's because they see it as scarce, and so they're like,
oh, I gotta buy a Lambo, I gotta go buy a $69 million mansion.
You wanna know why? To impress other people. I don't even know if YouTube's ready for this. Everything I say leads back to exactly what I said in the beginning. I don't even know. I don't think they're ready for me. I don't even know. And then you know what happens after that? Once they spend all that money, they're broke again. And then they want the money again. They don't know how to keep money. Now, I could sit here all day and give you guys financial advice and all that stuff, but you hear all about them in the beginning. They won $365 million. And then a year later, they're working at McDonald's, living in a cardboard box. What happened? You had all the money in the world, bro. Which actually, it does the opposite effect. It makes you come off as try hard. Now what try hard means is that you're trying too hard to impress other people. Now what I did that might have been so contrarian that, wait a minute, you just told me to be impressive. That isn't necessarily the way to be impressive. The way to be impressive, finally get a nail on this subject here about why you should stop trying to impress women. There's so many dudes out there that are so try hard, they think that spending all the money, they think that paying for the dates and, buying the shoes and, buying the Louis Vuitton purse is gonna win her over. You got all that money, you spend it on her, you go and you think, oh, I'm gonna win her over eventually if I spend all this money on her. When in all reality, she doesn't give a shit about you. The only reason why she likes you is because you're giving her shit for free. That's really nice. For free. And we will definitely be making videos on attracting women and all that stuff and how all that works, but I don't know. In this day and age, a dude that isn't on you hear about all these trends that go on and all these fashion stuff and all, all the dudes wearing the Jordan 1s, the Nike Air Force 1s, the Air Max 1s. I can go down the line. I know my shoes, bud. Don't test me. When I see someone, he loves what he does. He's not following everyone else's footsteps. He created his own path. Just for anybody in general. That is so attractive. It goes back to the unusuality principle back there. It's just the way it has to be. Ultimately, it helps your personality because your personality is driven off what your mindset is. If your mindset's
oh, I can go out there, I can tackle this, I can do any of this.
There's so many concepts we have to cover in all these videos. If you would like to see me cover why the dating game is easier than you think, then check out this video right here, because we did an entire video on that, exposing the dating game, why it's so easy, why so why so many people are overcomplicating it. And ultimately, guys, to send out this video, be impressive, but not to try and impress someone. Just be impressive in your own regard. They will see it. Everyone will see it. They will know what's up, and the ladies will as well. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for our long rant about not trying to impress other people. If you guys are trying to get on this self-improvement, trying to start living the right way, then I encourage you guys to come on over and subscribe to Swaggy K, because we're going on this self-improvement journey together, and I wouldn't want you to miss it if you wanted to self-improve with us. So yeah, guys, we'll catch you after these messages.